There are so many things I want to say about learning English because this language is now like a second native for me. Then maybe I don't know it, perfectly, but I know that many natives don't know this language perfectly too. I mean, I have been talking to many of them, and they don't. Some of them use slang, and some of them don't understand complicated constructions, but still they have this feeling of the language. And as a psychologist, I know that sometimes when people are afraid to begin speaking language, they are afraid. It's not about that they don't know much. You look at the small child who is just learning the language, his or her native language, and they just use words. They use them like puzzles. They just take this word, they take that word. It is a book. They don't think, oh my God, I'm not a native speaker. No, they don't care about that. They just try to express what they feel or what they think with simple words which are available for them. So I know that usually it's not about knowledge. Knowledge is important, of course. I don't reject it, and grammar is important, and vocabulary is important, and idioms are important. Everything is important. But if you feel comfortable, if you feel relaxed in the language, then it can go easy, even if it's not perfect. And the very soothing thing for me was then I heard from a native speaker, we don't understand everything in our native language. He told, we're just trying to understand. I was listening some song in English, I couldn't understand what they were singing about, so I had to read the text. So we don't understand, he told, and I thought, oh my God, I don't understand much what Russians about me are talking about. I mean, I don't even care. A lot of times, for example, when I'm walking along the street and there are people passing me by, and I don't think, oh my God, I didn't understand what they are talking about. That's not my business, actually. And what they are talking, it sounds for me like abracadabra. So I don't understand, and I don't have to understand. That's the point. So the second important thing that guys said, that they understand a lot from context, and that's exactly the truth about the native language too. Here when you speak phone, for example, and then there's some noise, your neighbors decided to have a disco, or there's just a car driving, and then you don't understand a part of words, but you still understand the sentence. Isn't that a miracle? So I believe that people can speak language easier than they think. They just need a little of brevity. They just need to be a little more brave, and this is what I'm ready to help with. I'm ready to help as well with knowledge, of course, because it is important. I'm ready to help with resources which are essential for a person who is learning language and want to maybe make it not a native language, but very to feel comfortable with that. Because I feel comfortable with English, and that's I believe that feeling which is normal for somebody who is learning language. I mean, you don't have to be tensed like, oh my God, how I have to say that, oh, I have to watch in vocabulary. No, it's easy to talk without, okay, I don't know all the words, for example, but still I can express what I think. Sure, if it is professional communication and it is narrow professional field, then there is a special vocabulary which one has to know if he or she wants to work in this area. But oh my God, okay, if it is a narrow area, you should know it. But if you know, we can do it in our native language too. For example, if I try to read an engineering books in Russian, I'm not gonna understand much. So that's the point. So I think there are two essential things. It is basic knowledges, and second, it is feel of comfort, uh, comfort feeling during usage. So if there are two these essential things, then you can learn it on a higher and higher and higher level, and even if on the very high level, which maybe not all of the natives can approach. And I'm gonna use not only my English knowledge to help you with that, but also my knowledge which I gained as a psychologist, because they're really helpful to overcome fears and to begin really use the language. So don't be so even if the language isn't native, it's not a reason to stop. It is a reason just to make it